going on there, guys? We back with another one, and today we got to talk about Devin Booker, Paul George, and Klay Thompson. Now, we remember Devin Booker and Klay Thompson having something going on, and it's been a little bit back and forth over the last few years, right? And Devin Booker had one game where he was just getting the best of Klay, and Klay flexed his 4 rings on Devin Booker, and you know, other than Luka Doncic, that's been like Booker's matchup where it's been some trash talk that's gotten a lot of public press. Klay actually regrets that now, saying there's no need for him to flex that. You know, you could look that up. It's well documented that they have 4 rings, and in that moment, that holds no significance. If someone's getting the better of me in real time like that, that holds no significance. So I'm glad to see Klay own up to that. But Devin Booker did not appreciate Paul George asking this question, and we're going to check it out.
You know what? He was actually one of the first people to text me when I tore my Achilles and said, the shooting guard battle won't be the same. So, I mean, I got a lot of respect for him, and when he did that meant a lot to me. And, I mean, stuff happens in this league. We leave it on the floor.
You mentioned Devin texting you after the Achilles injury. Were you two able to connect after the recent ejection?
No. Why would we? You got games to win. I don't got time to worry about the past.
You did keep pointing to your finger, and he said you kept saying, we've won 4 championships, 4 rings. Was he challenging you about anything? And your response always is the 4 change. Was it anything different there that made you respond like that?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, it sounds like I was stating facts, but honestly, I don't really remember. Pretty much blacked out and was just in a very angry place at the time. And sometimes it feels good to let out all that frustration. It really does. It's better than holding it in.
You low-key a trash talker.
Yeah.
What's the favorite bar you dropped on someone in the league? I know Book, you gave him the...
Yeah, I was in my feelings, though. And Book was
time.
busting my that day. I was not where I needed to be. God. You know, stuff doesn't age well, and that didn't age well for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to be flexing 4 rings, bro. Like, everybody know that. That's on Wikipedia. My game wasn't where it was at, and we all get insecure at times. I'm man enough to admit that we all have our moments of weakness, so I'm not really proud of that one. Because I see Devin Booker, and I should be like, man, I should be proud of this young man.
Yeah.
Like, the work he's put in, he survived a tough regime in Phoenix where everyone's getting traded. He's playing for a new coach every year, but now he's a franchise player because he just kept working. So I admire the guys who have work ethic like that, you know?
And so you have Devin Booker saluting Klay Thompson for not feeding into that, and then you got him saying, is that the answer you was looking for at Paul George? So he was asking him, like, are you trying to, you know, stir the pot and get us at each other? And I find this funny because a lot of people go at Stephen A. Smith, go at Skip Bayless and all these guys, but when these players, they call themselves the new media, when they get into this world, you're going to offend other players. And so it's going to always be like this. Kendrick Perkins has been offending players for a while. Now when these guys get on their own podcast, as a matter of fact, we just seen Paul George get mad at Stephen A. Smith the other week based off something he said about Kawhi. Let's roll that.
Like I heard Stephen A. talking about Kawhi could have gave you 10 minutes or 5 minutes. Bro, it's not about that. Like, if I got to go on the floor and I can't be myself, then like, what the fuck am I on the floor for? I'm liable to get even more hurt because I'm not myself. So I'm overcompensating, trying to do shit that I know I can't do. Like, it was a dumb take.
Have Stephen A. Smith played any professional sports?
Hell no.
Exactly. So he shouldn't even be speaking on what y'all got to go through every day to put y'all jersey on y'all back. Y'all jump up and down, run up and back and forth. Like, you don't think somebody eventually gonna get hurt and their body not gonna break down?
Right.
Yeah, we give all the ones credit who fight through them and everything, but you can't fight through every injury.
You can't fight through everything.
No, I wasn't upset that you didn't. I was upset that you didn't play in this series, but I was more happy that you was taking care of your fucking knee than getting in this fucking series just to win a game.
You've missed 119 of 308 regular season games. That's 38% due to injuries. In that time span, you've earned $148.2 million in your career. 57.3 million of those monies were for games missed. Kawhi Leonard, he's missed 147 of 308 regular season games. That's 48% due to injuries. Kawhi's earned $146.9 million in his career with the Clippers. About $70.8 million were for games he's missed. I don't see the Clipper fans getting any refunds. I still am waiting for that championship from the fair-weather stepchild known as the Clippers compared to the Lakers. If you combine your money with his money, that equates to $102 million in salary and $17 million in endorsements.
So that's my whole point, right? You know, Stephen A. Smith was saying these things about Kawhi, and Paul George got on his podcast and jumped down his throat based off of the things he was saying a few months ago about Kawhi. Not saying they were right. I'm just saying when these people get on platforms, they say things that's going to offend you. And it is what it's going to be. Now, Paul George is in the media world. He's turned around and did the same thing to Devin Booker, which Booker's like, you trying to create a problem where there ain't one. And that could be a little tension there already from, you look at the Clippers and the Phoenix series, the way it went, right? You know, Kawhi took that game one, and then both of those guys was out, and the Suns went on won the next four and got them on out the way. And, you know, you could see there may be some little bit of a rivalry there with just some of the players on the team. You got Paul George and Devin Booker, and you got Kawhi KD. You know, somewhat of some silent rivalries there as far as players. And Paul George hasn't said anything to this point, but like I said, man, this is the media world. And I'm just saying the players, whether it come in the form of Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, whoever's on TV, Jay Williams, JJ Redick, no matter who it comes in the form of, you will get criticism. And if your brothers that's quote unquote in the fraternity of the NBA, if they get on these platforms, they're not going to keep all 300, 400 and something players happy. They got to have something to talk about. So they may say something and you have a right to defend yourself. I'm just saying that the new media, the old media, no matter what, is going to offend some people. You know, Pat Bear probably done offended some people. Draymond's definitely offended some people. You see what I'm saying? So it ain't no such thing as this new media and we're going to do it better. No, you're still going to offend people. The more podcasts you have, you're going to get under someone's skin and there's going to be some back and forth created. So Stephen A. Smith and those guys was first to it. Now, y'all perspectives is respected more because you have knowledge of the current way the game's played. But sometimes, I mean, y'all say some bogus stuff too. Don't get it wrong, but I just wanted players to see that, man, that they going to be looked at a certain way too. It's not just the shock jocks, because you have some former NBA players taking that shock jock route. You have some more analytical like JJ Redick. You have Gilbert Arenas. He's both shock jock and analytical. And he could be loud and wrong with his analytical sometimes, but sometimes, you know, he has some really good points. And then you have, you know, those that just shouldn't be talking, like Jeff Teague saying that James Harden is a better basketball player than Dwayne Wade. So you have that too. So, yeah, man, I want to know what you guys think about this in the comments, though. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace.